My name is Jacob Bredenhof. We live on a chicken farm on about 10 acres. My childhood was normal, I think. I grew up working on the farm a little bit, helping my dad where I could. I was fairly active, playing basketball a lot, soccer, all the sports in elementary school that you could think of. Before my diagnosis, I was having knee pain. I went to the doctor and originally got diagnosed with patellofemoral syndrome, which is just basically the grinding of your cartilage in your kneecap. I was told to do some physio for it, and then the pain just kept getting worse. We noticed that I also had some swelling in my left thigh. The doctor was fairly worried about this, so we went to the hospital to get some x-rays done. And later that evening, my mom got a call from the doctor's office.
We went to the doctor's office. They stayed open late for us. The secretary had tears in her eyes when we came in. We sat down with the doctor and he said Jacob had a tumor inside his femur. And I said, "Is that bad?" And he said, it is the worst of the worst.
An osteosarcoma cancer is a hard tissue cancer, and it's a very aggressive cancer. You cannot shrink it, which is why I needed a amputation surgery. I was in grade 7 at the time, so I went to my grade 7 graduation in a wheelchair, and the very next day I went into surgery for a chemo port. And the day after I got my chemo port put in, I started chemotherapy right away. I went through 10 rounds of chemotherapy before I had my amputation surgery to get rid of the cancer.
I had researched the rotation-plasty option. The surgeon did not tell him about it, but I was the one that brought it to him. It would give Jacob a better chance of having a more active life afterwards with less surgeries following.
Basically what a rotation-plasty is, they take your lower part of your leg and they move it to your upper part of your leg, rotate it 180 degrees so that your foot or your ankle acts as your knee. It's just not very common because of kind of the oddity of it, really. It's a lot to wrap your mind around. I think what got me through some of the hardest days, the darkest days, mostly was my family, my mom, who was by my side every step of the way.
Main thing that I noticed through the entire journey was that he never complained once. He didn't complain about missing school. He never complained about having to have his leg amputated.
It never really crossed my mind to ask why me. I was very much of the mindset that complaining or worrying about it doesn't do me any good. I also took comfort in knowing that God always has a plan for me, and I think that was most important to me also. I think it's important to give back to, those communities around you that are struggling a bit more. Because without support for those things, there wouldn't be the medicine that there is today. If no one ever raised money for osteosarcoma awareness or for Terry Fox or whatever, maybe I wouldn't be here. I was inspired by Terry Fox's story to raise money for cancer awareness, specifically osteosarcoma, and also inspired by Terry Fox's brother, Daryl Fox. I got a ride with him in the Pedal of Hope, but he was a big inspiration to me as well. I think I'm quite blessed in my life in that I'm given enough time and money and resources to live my life, but I have extra, and so why wouldn't you give back to those who need a little bit of extra help? I met my fiance, I guess 11 months ago now. We dated for 10 months and 7 days before I asked the big question.
The most important thing about Jacob is that his cancer is he does not make that the biggest part of his life. He cares about other people, and I think he makes him an understanding person in that since he went through so much himself, he's also understanding of other people and their situations as well.
Everyone faces struggles in their life, and I don't think that mine are any more or less important than anyone else's, and I think it's important to remember that you can get through your struggles, and it's important to accept what you're going through, and often you can learn from and grow from the struggles in your life, and you can become a stronger and better person because of it.